Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. So now, while I'm not an expert gardener, I conducted an experiment last summer when I worked at a big box pet store. And I no longer work there, but nonetheless, I decided to try something to see if my plants would grow more vigorously, especially my rose bushes. So my logic was, since we had fish tanks at the pet store, plants love decaying matter. Plants love feces. I know that sounds gross, but they like manure, they like feces, decaying, rotting matter. So I asked the manager of the fish department if she would save, not from the saltwater tanks, because the saltwater tanks actually have too much salt in the tanks. I asked if she would save the dirtiest fish water when she was doing water changes for me, and I gave her several buckets that I got at Home Depot that had lids on it, and they were several gallons each. And so she filled up those buckets for me, and I brought them home, and it had really rank water in it from the freshwater fish tanks. And so I tried it with one rose bush in particular, and as you can see, this one back here is over 7 feet tall. Its name is Poseidon. It's a purple lavender rose bush, and I planted this one 2 years ago from a bare root rose. And the other rose bushes I have that were established at the same exact time and planted at the same exact time, I did not conduct the experiment on. So nonetheless, Poseidon blew up when I was feeding it that dirty, decaying, rotting fish water from the fish tanks. And as you can see here, look at how vigorous this rose bush is. I mean, this is outrageous. And I no longer work there because it was really barbaric the way they treated animals, and I could not handle it anymore. To see the death and the dying and the sad stories behind every animal that was at that store. And I no longer have any access to fish water, but nonetheless, look how vigorous this rose bush has grown and how healthy it is. And I'll show you the other one that I did not conduct the experiments on, which were grown at the same exact time, which were bare root roses. This one is called Easy Does It, and this one is called Arizona. So as you can see, fish water works. So if you have an aquarium, a freshwater aquarium, and you don't have any medications in it or too much salt in it, I suggest when you do your water changes to actually dump it on your plants and feed them with that water. Even your lawn will probably green up like you would never believe. So I hope this video has helped you and gave you some tips. And as you can see, Poseidon is a monster in my garden. Look how big this rose bush grew. And that was just because of fish water. And thanks so much for watching, and I suggest you try it with one of your plants and see what happens.